Do not fall into the ways of the days of Jahiliyyah. A community can make itself immune to outside influences only when it is definitely superior to those other communities within its environment. But if the community is docile, if it is bankrupt in respect of its character and its ideals, then it is, as the saying goes, the devil occupies the vacant home. A community which has no positive idealism is a passive community. And the nature of Allah's law is such that all of humankind are moving ahead like a caravan. And that caravan of humanity is moving all the time. Whatever portion of that caravan becomes stagnant or stationary, or those who make no effort to educate and empower themselves and those around them, the law is that they will be thrown back. They will not be allowed to be stationary. Instead, they will be trampled. But if we look back to the golden age of Islam, the famous historian Thomas Carlyle said, it appears as if the sands of Arabia were transformed into an explosive powder, and there was a blast that illuminated the entire horizon of mankind, dispelling darkness and spreading light. The spark that we need to bring back that light is genuine Iman in Almighty Allah. If we can only understand that Iman is not only mere ritual or formal exercise, but it is something real and alive which must be cultivated. This force made our forefathers great, and this Iman became the real challenge. But this Iman was not for any racial or political aggrandizement, or for acquiring control and power over people and things, nor for causing any harm or evil to anyone. It was for the establishment of all that is good and eradicating all that is evil, even within ourselves, for all of humanity. This is the Iman that we must return to. And this is the mission that we are responsible for. In one of my community psychology modules, it speaks about how in order to understand human development, an entire ecological system within which growth takes place must be considered. Now, there are several different perspectives on human development in psychology, but this one says that it takes a series of nested systems that all fit together perfectly to shape and mold the development of children and communities. And so every one of us that are sitting here this evening all play a role within one of those systems. Every one of us is a teacher, and we are contributing to the development of our children either positively or negatively, whether we are conscious of it or not. And so we have an enormous task that lies ahead of us, an enormous responsibility to take care of the amanat that's been given to us in this deen. So every one of us this evening needs to look within ourselves and ask ourselves the following questions. How much effort have I really made for this deen that I have been blessed with? How much attention have I really paid to the needs of the poor and needy in my communities? What kind of example have I been setting to the children around me and to the youth around me? And then we need to make an intention, but more importantly, we need to take action in the direction of the mission that we stand for. And so this evening we ask, we plead, make a pledge, bid on the auction items, but do so generously in support of the mission that we are all responsible for. Jazakallah.